Hi, this is your dietitian Anuradha. Let's understand our body fat, your body fat, what it is about. So let's see. Two types of body fat is there in our body. One is visceral, the other is subcutaneous. So visceral fat is the fat which is stored around our organs. Subcutaneous is one which is beneath our skin, muscles and bones. So it won't be considered, though both are in same abdominal cavity. Subcutaneous is not considered visceral fat. It is just belly fat. Visceral fat is the fat which is stored in between the organs, properly stored, which is very risky. There are six types of body fat. They say upper body fat, like overeating, sugary stuff, you get such fat. Lower abdomen fat because of stress, depression, anxiety. Large stomach with upper back fat, inactivity. Lower body fat, like, bakery products, gluten foods when they take. Swollen stomach can be because of alcohol consumption or difficulty in breathing. Lower abdomen, including your lower legs, usually happens because of the pregnancy. So these are different types of body fat accumulated. So brown fat usually you see in babies to keep the baby warm. You have beige fat that is very important in conversion, between brown and white fat cells. So the research says that as much as possible, this will help in obesity and healthy body fats. So it is very good to keep this beige fat. Essential fat is usually you see in brain, bone marrow, nerves, and membrane lines. So it is very essential for controlling hormones, to promote fertility and absorption of vitamins, and to maintain body temperature. So essential fat percentage in us is like in healthy adult man is 3 to 5%, whereas 13% in the woman. So next goes again about our visceral fat. So visceral fat is the active fat. Why it is called active fat? Because it actually increases our health risk. So it is very dangerous. Yes, the subcutaneous fat also is risky only, but more if you see is the visceral fat, which is surrounded our organs, where it is our organs are crushed and all the fat is accumulated in between the organs, right? How much your body fat is visceral? How do you know? So usually the research says that 10% of your body fat are visceral only. So visceral is which is in the abdominal cavity, it's in our abdomen. That means, like, when you multiply total amount of body fat, you take and multiply by 0.1 per 1, you get a good estimate of visceral fat storage. There are three main measurements. How do you measure visceral fat? Like, I mean, how do you see it is there? And so CT scan and MRI, full body MRI will give you a very accurate results, but it is very expensive, right? We cannot afford that every time. So waist circumference measurement is always easy. So if you see this, like measuring like this, how to measure your waist to hip ratio, waist measurement, I'll say. A simple waist measurement, like the smallest portion of the abdomen, can be an easy test. That will be your waist. So for women, this category starts from 35 inches. For men, it is 40 inches. So you can also go with waist to hip ratio, waist to height ratio. So generally we do waist to hip ratio. So waist, I have already told how to calculate. Then coming to the hip, so to the widest part of your hips you need to take. And numerator is the waist and denominator is the hip measurement. So when you do that, 0.85 is the risk factor for men, zero point 0.9 is the risk factor for men. So, as I spoke already, the risk factors, what we see for the high visceral fat, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, stroke, Alzheimer disease, high cholesterol, lowered HDL, and chronic inflammation. There will be a lot of inflammation markers also, which lead to cancer because of this visceral fat, and fatty infiltration in pancreas, and decreased adiponectin in serum. So adiponectin is a protein hormone. So adipokine that helps regulate glucose levels and fatty acid breakdown. So also you see sleep apnea, acid reflux, you know. So these metabolic diseases like heart disease, you have hypertension, type 2 diabetes, dementia, cancer, and PCOD, PCOS, and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease also will happen. So keeping your visceral fat to the level desirable is very important. I would like to mention one more thing is that symptoms of estrogen dominance is linked with visceral fat. It's a major risk factor. So visceral fat is one of the major risk factor for estrogen dominance, and estrogen dominance can further feed the problem of visceral belly fat. So androgens are male sex hormones that can be found in both males and females. Okay, so aromatase is an enzyme in your body that converts androgen to estrogens. So the problem that visceral fat increases aromatase to your body that can lead to estrogen dominance and a long list of serious health issues. Can you see there? Endometriosis, PMS, irregular periods, fibroids, ovarian cysts, cellulite, breast lumps, infertility, thyroid nodules. So if you look into all these things, do you understand now to maintain that visceral fat is how much important? Not only that, even it is linked with, this aromatase converts testosterone to estrogen hormones. So estradiol, it leads to decrease in testosterone levels. So what happens? Too much estrogen or too little estrogen favor the development of visceral fat and increases your total body fat index also. So it may also cause hormone resistance for insulin and leptin. And too much leptin prevents your body from fighting weight gain. So, but feeds the problem of visceral obesity and insulin resistance. So instead, insulin resistance causes elevated triglycerides and bad cholesterol levels that again increase the risk of heart diseases. The combination of these issues can increase you the risk of hormonal imbalance, obesity, hypertension, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, extreme fatigueness, sleep problems, and depression. So everything is interlinked. I hope I clearly explained about this. So what do we do? Steps to reduce visceral fat. There is nothing called spot reduction like liposuction is not an option. The intra-abdominal wall stores will need to come off naturally. There isn't another way to get rid of too much visceral fat at this point. So we need to lose weight to reduce our waistline, improve our fitness, and change our lifestyle to involve less stress. So few easy to implement tips, what can I say, is physical activity. So under physical activity, what comes is that easy to moderate aerobic exercise at least 3 times per week. To the corner, I have given like 8-minute exercise, each exercise 1 minute and 8 calories you burn. It's a isocaloric what I say. So walking lungis, burpees, jump squats, side kicks, high knees, climbing stairs, jumping jacks, mountain climbers, anything you can do. But simple aerobic exercise like, skipping, swimming, riding, walking, all these things also you can implement. Any simple aerobic exercise can be done. And more into that, once you are, get used to such exercises, then next is the stress resistance training to build up muscle and improve insulin sensitivity. As we all know, muscle is our blood glucose maintenance. It absorbs all the glucose, the muscle. So after certain age, the muscle will drop. So we to maintain that we need to do resistance training. So muscle is very important. So long as you have got good muscle, so the transport of the glucose and absorption of the glucose also very good. So extra storage of glucose and extra storage of fat will not happen. So slowly, once you get used to your aerobic exercise, then you go with the resistance training to build your muscle such that you will improve the insulin sensitivity, not getting into the insulin resistance, right? Next is the improve sleep quality. So improve your sleep quality and quantity to lower your cortisol. You all know if you don't have good sleep, cortisol will increase and you tend to gain weight, right? And next, what you have to do to keep your body calm. So practice meditation, mindfulness. Like mindfulness is you should know what you're doing. Like mindful eating, what we say. So while eating, you just concentrate on eating. Nicely chew the food in your mouth. Let it digest properly. You see something, some TV, some phone, or doing some office work, and then you keep eating. That will not work. So mindfulness is very important. Gratitude. So feel having gratitude what you already have it rather than crying for what you don't have it and taking stress about it. So gratitude for coping with stress in a better way. So journaling is important. You can just write everyday journal saying that, thank you God, this is what I have, and I'm very happy with that. And I need this. You can manifest also. But first be happy with what you have it. That's very important. And the last, my part, that is healthy, balanced diet. That's very important. Hope you understood what I'm trying to say. This is a small diet plan. Can you see what it looks like? From morning to night, every meal has got protein in it. See, always start your meal with fiber. So how you will get the fiber? Through salad, right? Salad, sprouts, all these things are salad. So you get fiber from it. Then carbohydrate. So carbohydrate, your roti, rice, whatever you are taking. Then protein. Protein is like dal, you can have your non-veg or you can have your, chana curries, that is pulses, lentils, legumes. These are all protein, paneer. So you have to start with fiber, then carbohydrate, then protein. So this is the order and have enough water. 3 liters. If you are in very hot region, 3 to 4 liters. If you are in normal climate region, 2 to 2.5 liters should be doing. If you are doing any physical activity, increase another 1 liter. Fine. If you're sitting in AC also, you need to have good amount of water. Don't think that I'm sitting in AC. Actually, AC will dehydrate your body. So have enough water, good amount of water. Hydrate yourself and start the meal with fiber. Then your carbohydrate, that is your rice, wheat, ragi, whatever it comes to. Then your protein in the form of pulses, lentils, legumes, non-veg, egg, all these things come into protein. Even your nuts and seeds also come into the protein. So if you look at my diet plan, right from the morning to night, there is protein. So each meal take protein such that your muscle is maintained. Got it? For more queries, you can always ask me. So live healthy. So these are the 5 healthy lifestyles, like stop smoking, like any other bad habit which is affecting your health, please stop it, like smoking, drinking. Start exercising, set up healthy eating habits, show up for your yearly medical health checkup to check on if anything is going wrong. Set up your sleeping schedule. That is very important. Early to bed, early to wake up, that you all know, right? So you have to go to your bed, hit the bed early and wake up in the morning early. And one of the one and only thing what you have to follow is love yourself. Prioritize yourself. That is very important. Yeah. I hope you all will do it. Live healthy. Thank you. Live healthy. Thank you.